Hello, you are welcome to another important feature of our pipeline. This is where the pipeline is able to set an item for a learner. The learner responds to the item. Then the pipeline, with help of our AI models plus the marking guides from our trusted teachers, is able to score an item and give remarks to a student. So I'm going to resume, and when I resume I will come to my sample items. If I'm really interested into that file that usually has trusted items that have been answered, I'll press any character on my keyboard followed by the enter key to get that file. It's usually a Word document and you can edit and do whatever you want with it. But if I'm interested in, say, items from a certain element of construct, I'll just press enter. Then I choose my element of construct. In this case, I will choose 1. And then chemistry as a subject usually has a way like what we expect of an item before it is answered. So that is what is shown. Then you are advised actually to have your internet on if you want this item to be scored by AI, by our models. If you are not interested, you just leave the internet, or you just even don't attempt the item. So I'm just going to open. The text editor has some issues, like it may be lacking some functions, but the models are already aware of that, and it should not be something to worry about. You just make sure you put your answers as good as you can using this text editor. We use it because it is actually simple and easier to be processed. So I've copied and pasted someone's answer here, so I'm going to save and close. So when I close, the model, with the help of the marking guide plus other 2 different models, is going actually to come up with a marking guide, and then is going to score my item. So you see, when in this UNEB sample, it has actually scored this person actually 4/10. So meaning the person has actually got, when you look through, you see according to how chemistry is marked, they have actually passed, I think, the first part of the element, meaning they are missing out on some things. And you see, these are usually, the model is going to usually highlight which things have been missed out. For example, they say well done on identifying air as the raw material. You got a mark for that. You have correctly outlined several key steps in the process and written the balanced equation to achieve full marks for that section. Like and you are like, all those marks were actually good for that part. But you missed this section for danger or side effects and mitigation. And to gain those marks, you are supposed actually to identify one danger associated with oxygen production and explain why it is dangerous and suggest a way to mitigate it. Then you look at the social benefits, like that section was also missed. And to obtain the marks, one had to identify one social benefit of having oxygen production, such as that, then discuss that benefit and explain the impact of that effect. So it's like this pipeline is actually able to set an item to a learner, then basing on the predetermined marking guide that has been suggested by the teacher, plus content from different models, to actually score an item for the learner to know where they are standing. So if they feel they still have anything to communicate to the model, there is still an interface to communicate to the model. Then when they feel they are done, they are going to press show as usual, and then that's when they can actually be able to look at the answers that have been provided by the teacher and the marking guide for those answers. So it is really perfect, you see, being able to score an item, and we are really improving this, and we look forward to having a better version of this. So it's really fantastic. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Let me see you in the next part of the series. Thank you.